Julia's Journey, Embracing Life's Symphony by Reuben White. There lived a young woman named Julia. Her name was as modern and sophisticated as her soul, yet as simple as the laughter of a child that rolls off the tongue. Julia, with her twinkling eyes and an ever-present smile, possessed the gift of turning ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. She was a beacon of optimism in a world filled with uncertainties, and she approached life with the spirited exclamation, "You go, girl." Julia's journey began in a tiny cottage adorned with daisies, where she learned her first life lesson from her grandmother. Her grandmother told her that life was like a garden, full of both roses and thorns. "You see, dear," she said, "just as the rose's beauty is accentuated by its thorns, so is life's journey made more valuable by its challenges. Embrace them, for they shape the person you'll become." As the years passed, Julia took her grandmother's words to heart and cultivated her own garden of dreams. Her garden was a metaphorical one, filled with the most exquisite figurative flowers of hope, ambition, and resilience. Julia knew that the sun and rain, joy and sorrow, all played their part in nurturing her dreams. One bright morning, as Julia strolled through her garden, she noticed a small sapling struggling to emerge from the soil. It reminded her of her own journey, of the times she had felt like a fragile shoot, daring to reach for the sky. She carefully watered the sapling and whispered encouraging words, "You go, little one." And with her nurturing touch, the sapling grew into a magnificent tree, casting its shade far and wide, much like Julia herself, who inspired those around her with her positive spirit. Julia's humor was as infectious as her optimism. She believed that laughter was the secret ingredient to happiness, and she sprinkled it generously in her interactions with others. One day, she was telling her friend, Sarah, about the time she had embarked on a hiking adventure with her brother. They had encountered a steep, winding path, and Julia, who was never a fan of heights, had to summon all her courage to continue. With a mischievous twinkle in her eye, she recounted, "I was clutching that mountain like it owed me money. But you know what, Sarah? Fear is just a mirage, like a mountain of your own making." The path was a reminder that sometimes we have to climb the mountain, not just to reach the summit, but to see the world from a different perspective. Julia's journey was a symphony of life's ups and downs, and she was the conductor of her own orchestra. She believed that each person's life was like a unique melody, and that we should celebrate our individual tunes rather than trying to imitate others. She often said, "Embrace your own song, and soon you'll find others dancing to your rhythm." In her pursuit of dreams, Julia encountered the most extraordinary people. One of them was Mr. Thompson, an old man who lived at the end of her street. He was a retired sailor who had traveled the world, and he regaled her with tales of his adventures. Mr. Thompson once told her, "Julia, life is like a vast ocean, and we are all sailors in our own ships. Sometimes, the waters are calm, and sometimes, they are tempestuous. But it's the journey that makes us who we are. Embrace the waves, for they will take you to places you never imagined." One summer, Julia decided to explore her artistic side and began painting. Her first canvas was a blank sheet, just like her own life, waiting to be filled with color and meaning. She realized that the canvas was a metaphor for life, where every stroke represented a decision, a choice, or an experience. With each brushstroke, she painted her dreams, desires, and aspirations. And as she painted, she discovered that the most beautiful paintings were those with contrasting shades, just as life's beauty lay in its diversity. Julia's friends often found solace and wisdom in her words. She had a knack for turning everyday occurrences into profound lessons. One evening, while watching the sunset by the sea with her friends, she remarked, "The sunset is like the culmination of a perfect day. It reminds us that no matter how the day began, it has the potential to end in a blaze of glory. Life is a series of sunsets, you just need to embrace the beauty of each one." Julia's passion for life was contagious, and it spread like wildfire among her friends and family. They, too, began to embrace the richness of their own journeys, finding strength and inspiration in the smallest moments. They realized that life was a mosaic of experiences, each piece contributing to the masterpiece that was their individual stories. As Julia's journey continued, she faced her own share of storms and challenges. But she never lost sight of her grandmother's wisdom or the lessons she had learned along the way. She believed that every setback was merely a setup for a greater comeback. She often said, life's challenges are like arrows that propel you forward. They may pull you back temporarily, but they only serve to launch you toward your dreams with greater force. In a world filled with noise, Julia was the quiet symphony of positivity. Her laughter, her wisdom, and her undying spirit were her gifts to the world. She didn't just live, she thrived, and in doing so, she became the melody in the hearts of those who had the privilege of knowing her. The moral of Julia's story is a simple yet profound one: embrace life with an open heart and an open mind. Find beauty in the ordinary, humor in the absurd, and strength in adversity. You are the conductor of your own life's symphony, and every note, whether high or low, contributes to the masterpiece that is you. In the garden of life, nurture your dreams like precious flowers, and remember that even the most beautiful roses have thorns. Life is a journey, and each day is a blank canvas waiting for your unique strokes of color. Embrace your individuality, cherish your story, and celebrate your song, for you are the author of your destiny. So, my friends, as you navigate the winding paths of your own lives, remember Julia's words and the vibrant symphony she composed. Embrace the waves, climb the mountains, and dance to your own rhythm. For in the vast ocean of life, your ship is waiting to set sail, and the sunset of your dreams is always on the horizon. You go, my friends, and may your journey be as beautiful, powerful, and inspiring as Julia's.